Well, we're having out, relax and having some lunch, and we'll give a quick one, a look at the cars really fast here. I finished my sandwich.
And I almost got the thing, and it was a tornado. Sorry, no, Phantom. GR4 Phantom. Fully came straight up the valley. And it was like that, and it went between me and the sun. And the first thing I realised is it's gone dark, and I'm screaming down to the deck.
And our next direction is down that wash. It was blown to pieces before, as you can see it. I'll zoom in. Look at it. We came here one day working for an Australian mining company, and we had to teach them how to make a road just so we could get out. Okay, here's a fun part. This got all blown to pieces years ago, and it's still blown to pieces from flash floods and stuff. So it used to be called Gulliford ByPass because he made the bypass to get around this. And we re-engineered some of it over the years. And this is probably 24 years ago or something, I think. But somebody's been here kind of recently. This used to be a lot steeper going up. See? Cool, huh? And down the other side we go. Yeah, camera does not do any of this justice. Here's the original road. Way. Whoop-de-doos, we call these, from motocross world, whoop-de-doos. Other guys call them gotcha holes. You hit it, it goes, everything goes slam bang. Somebody whispers, gotcha. I don't remember who started that. Yeah, we've been running quite a lot today. 2:30 now. Had a little break, had some good food for lunch, and bumped into a couple of youngsters, there's the word, on dirt bikes. Followed them for a little bit. They were buzzing right along. It was kind of cool. I warned them about gas and gave them a heads up. Well, I'll be here, there, and everywhere, and I've got 5 gallons extra, so make sure you don't run out, though, because then you got to find me. Anyway, we always bring extra everything. Parts, tools, equipment, food, gas. Last thing you want to be out in these places and have a problem, and not be able to fix the car, or fix the wounded person, or just be able to gas up. We had 2 guys, we were out looking for an aircraft years ago. We were being paid by the family, so we were hunting for a downed aircraft that the feds couldn't find. The grandmother had got upset with the feds, so she hired me. We were way out in the middle of northern Nevada. 3 of us were coming down this dirt road. There's 2 guys on Hondas, middle of nowhere. I roll up. Hey, how's it going? Well, he's out of gas. Great. What are you doing out here on a 2-stroke? Well, dude, it's cool. Yeah, and they eat gas like nobody's business. And he said, we're headed to such and such. I said, not on this road, you're not. Sure. I said, no, it doesn't go that way. Oh, you've missed it. So I pointed way out over yonder. I said, see that gap in the mountains? That's where you needed to have gone through. Oh, you need to be going northwest. You're headed southwest. Oh shit. So one of the other cars shows up, and one of my third ones shows up. We're all ex-motorcycle racers. We still all have bikes. And he wanted to load his bike in a truck. We don't have time for that. We have to, we're being paid to find flying an airplane, and the guy with the two-stroke was getting a little obnoxious. And Earl told him to cool his jets. And I got a gas can out. The guy says, it needs two-stroke oil. Earl produces a can of two-stroke oil. We mixed it up 32 to 1 and dumped it in his tank. Now you think this guy would offer the world just out of gratitude, but no, we barely got a thank you. We told him which way to go to get out. That was the last we seen him. You run into guys like that, we'll help anybody, but we'll thank the guys that help. Jesus Christ. Because they don't have to, right? Anyway, there's your little lesson for the day. As we're crawling through here, and I'm going to hang out, wait for my entourage to arrive. Okay? Boy. Okay. I'm getting out because the road here that we're on right now used to cut across over there. And I'll walk down and show it to you. And then a couple of different storms over the ages came through and just blew this place to pieces. So that's the road there, right there. Used to cross and go over there. But there's this, as we say in the British Army, bloody great rut hole in the way, right? Look at this thing. Right? Yeah, last thing you want to nosedive a car in there. We're going to have and look how the water's come roaring around the top here and tears it all out as it comes round, because it would come out of that canyon back over there. It's always amazing what Mother Nature has in store. And everybody wants, you don't go here and you can't do that. Oh, it might cause erosion. Yeah. Well, Mother Nature causes all the erosion. Piece of wood down there sitting. Wow. Wow. I can hear Richard Pryor in my head going, yeah, and it's deep too. That is deep. Wow. That's so deep. That goes too. That's so deep. I fall in there with my Land Rover. You wouldn't see it because it would be down underneath. Gotta love the desert. Fabulous place. Well, we've always lucked out. Never been here but once, when the water goes crazy and the sky opens. We'd come out, literally, we were sitting on that boulder over there, right there, on motorcycles, haven't come out of that canyon. And Pyro looks over to those mountains over there and says, what the hell is that? And I looked over and I went, oh, wow. I says, it's a wall of water. We need to get the hell out of here. We were on dirt bikes. We had to beat feet south quite a ways to get to a place where we could cross the mountains ahead of the storm. And we literally got there because we were moving. And we started climbing, and it was nipping on our heels as we got over the mountain. And we'd seen its remnants up there, so it must have been another wave of it. It was quite spectacular. But wow, that's quite the ditch, quite the ditch. Anyway, back to the cars, and we'll let you tag along for some more stuff when we get to something interesting, okay? Stay tuned. The entourage has arrived. So now that we're all together again, so to speak, we'll get the hell out of here, okay? Okay, here we go. All right, we'll pick up another spot here. This is pretty wild here. We're descending a pretty good drop. The camera never does this justice. First gear, low range, and she'll just crawl along. I can go faster down here, but you don't need to see that. You don't learn anything watching me go fast. This was a special task in Nevada Trophy numerous times. Pretty entertaining to watch then. A lot of it happened at night when it either snowing or it was raining. Not all of it. Somebody left some parts there off their car. So you just go down in first gear, never got to touch the brakes at all. Boy, can't even say it. In English terms, I was about 1 and 4 on that grade there. Now it's gonna peter out. We're down 1 and 1 by now. It's not flat by any means. We're still gonna drop again. But that was the steepest bit. A lot of erosion in places lately. I haven't been through in a while to see what Mother Nature has done, moving things. There was a place back earlier where it looked like it was growing boulders. And it amazes me how water pushes boulders. It's like rocks don't float, but I guess in SpongeBob's world they do, because they were everywhere. Yeah, and here we're going to cross another wash. Actually, I'm not even in low range. I came down that in first gear high range. Sorry. I don't know why I said low range. It was beyond me. Probably because the noise a fan was making when it locked. A lot of this is low range isn't needed. Not in one of these, at least. One thing a lot of 4x4 owners don't understand is not all four-wheel drives are created equal. And when it comes to the Land Rovers, the Defenders, which means the coil spring stuff, they have the transfer case, and so does the old Land Rovers, the Leaf Springers too, has the lowest low-range gear ratio of anybody on the market of conventional, what you call sport utilities now. And the only way the Toyota guys can get near it is they do the double transfer case, which seems like a big bunch of nonsense to me. And all you have to do is either get somebody to make the gear sets or put a Land Rover one in it. And ours don't break. As long as you keep oil in it, it goes. There was a few issues with some where they're being deprived of oil, but a lot of that is on the owner, not the manufacturer. And I was an engineer there, and you guys weren't. Right? You know where I'm going? Anyway, that's second gear, high range, all the way through there. So we're going to head for Bedrock now and see if old Fred and Barney are at home. If you have to go figure out who that is, I suggest you get on Google. Bye-bye. You're back, and I'm back. We just had a powwow with our pals behind us. Get a drink.
So we'll wait down here till you call us up, right, Mike?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you give me a couple 100 yards and you can start creeping up. So, as you heard me giving instructions, I'm third gear, low range. Only the center differential's locked. I don't need the front and back axles locked. This thing doesn't need to do that. This thing's got so much wheel travel, it keeps the tires on the ground. As long as the tire's on the ground, you're going up. Ooh, lots of erosion. You guys straddle the erosion, okay? Meaning keep your tires out of it. Pretty place. Nevada Trophy Land, I would say. Old joke is, I smell waypoint. Really? No, not really. But those caves over there that you probably could see in the film, probably Nevada Trophy waypoint in there at one time. I would even bet it's still there. This looks deceiving on camera. We're climbing. It's pretty easy. I'm doing 20 miles an hour in low range, third gear. She's pulling about 2,800 RPM. Third gear, no trouble. Okay. All right, come on up, Bruce. Big hole right there. We're still in third gear. Yeah, see, it's getting steep. She's got enough torque to pull up here with no trouble. I turn on the tunes, but if I do that, then I can't post it on the internet because somebody will scream copyright nonsense. It's farther than I thought it was. I remember this now. A long time ago when we opened this road had been pretty deteriorated. We came through here in the 90s, 96, 95, something like that, the first time. Everybody's saying, no, there's none of those passes are through those canyons, over those mountains, or, none of it's passable. Nobody told us that. Up in those rocks was probably waypoints. Okay, we're getting an off camber here. So go down to second gear. Off cambers never stop. Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Turn in on the camber just like that. Go down, up, and throw it again, and whoa, bumper hit. Second gear, low range, pulls right up the other side. Look at that. Yeah, can't do that in a pickup truck, I'll tell you that. You do sit there and spin the tires. I know that because I watched them do it. Okay, I gotta get cameras out and run. Okay. Now, hard to hold the camera at this pace. Right? It's very steep. Dig in the bumper. There you go. I'm playing. Now this is our first time ever. She's doing quite well. Going in. Good. Guess what? Now I gotta hike up the top. Okay. Now, hard to hold the camera at this pace. Right? It's very steep. Dig in the bumper. There you go. I'm playing. Now this is our first time ever. She's doing quite well. Going in. Good. Guess what? Now I gotta hike up the top. Hi there, Mike here from Off-Road Experience. Hey, thought we'd give you a heads up on this video, and the reason it's called Gulliford's ByPass is because somewhere in the late 90s we had a horrendous flash flood that just tore this place to pieces, and a lot of it, the PLM, refused to bring the tractors out to fix it. In a lot of sections it still has never been fixed, but it's guys like this that reopened it for us. And anyway, John's been one of our crew for many years, and he was the head of scoring and navigation for NevadaTrophy.com for many years. And we thought he'd give him a little credit where credit's due. In fact, on some of the maps, it's even listed many years ago as Gulliford ByPass. So give us a like and subscribe, and give us some cool comments of what you'd like to see, and we'll see what we can do for you. So talk to you later. Bye.